specialist.
Hi.
Other action figures each sold separately. From
Record the purr.
Jenny, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
Ah, there we go. Something chill to watch. The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
And
Queen works only.
Hello! Should I say hi, everybody? How you doing? Cannabis Grows here. How the heck are you doing? Today we're going to talk about the low-stress training that I've done and the beyond, I'm going to call amazing results, considering all things that's happened with this grow so far. If you're new here, I struggled huge in this beginning grow just with the initial kickoff of getting the seedling into a plant stage. For some reason, I was just I was not feeding it properly for starters, but there was just something going on and it was just giving me a lot of grief, and I got a lot of delay, probably about almost a 2-week delay in these autoflowers before they actually kicked off. And they've kicked off finally. Well, one of them's really kicked off. The other two are sort of just alive for pure experimentation stage at this point. I actually asked you guys if I should keep it or kill it. And most people, just a little over most, wanted me to keep it just a little bit longer and see just a little bit more. One more week or so and see how it went. And lo and behold, that was the week that broke the camel's back or grew the plant, whatever. It's growing well now. What's up, Shane? How you doing in chat there? Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I realized last week, it was just before Christmas. I had a lot on my mind. I completely forgot to plug the sponsor. The sponsor's plugged at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show and in the comments and everything like that, or in the description. But let's just pull this Band-Aid off right away and say thank you very much to MARSHYDRO. You know them, you love them. And if you want to use them, you can use my name as a code. You can save yourself a couple of bucks. Use the name Cannabeard as a code on any MARSHYDRO products on eBay, Amazon, or their official websites. Come on. Come say hi. Come here. Come on in. Meow. Come here. Come say hi. If you're gonna barge in and bust the door down, come say hi at least. Hello. Meow. Matter girl. I'll put you down. Put you down. There you go. Don't eat my plants this time. Somebody's been eating my plants. I think it's one of the cats. Well, it has to be one of the cats, but I don't know which one it is. So I can't give crap. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to have myself a little dab here real quick, and then we'll go take a look at how the plant has been growing from last week. So last week we did some low stress training. And for anybody that doesn't know what low stress training is, basically just means bending the plant around a little bit. Do a little bit of plant yoga. If you can, use pipe cleaners or string or any sort of tie down to actually like tie down the branches. Take the branches, open them up like this and tie them out open like that. It spreads the whole plant open and allows a lot of internal stuff to grow up big and strong. Give me a second here. If you do it right, though, some rosin, by the way, I'm smoking on some rosin. Holy smokers. But if you do it right, you end up getting multiple tops, like colas at the top, Instead of just like your Christmas tree with one big one on the top and a whole bunch of other ones, it creates multiple colas. It creates multiple top sites. So anyway, let's have a look-see at what's happening down here. Oh, by the way, Bunny pointed this out, but this thing's still alive. Look. I mean, it's not doing very good, but it's still alive. It's doing pretty weird, actually. Kind of looks like a freak show or something, but I haven't watered that in about 2 weeks, and it's still got just enough moisture, I guess, with the dome on there that it hasn't completely died. It's not growing for shit, though. Anyway, here's what we got going on. So here's last week's training. As you can see, it is bushed right up. We got a lot more area covered. It's a larger plant now because of all these tie downs. If you look down here, there's quite a few. There's I don't know, about eight or so pipe cleaners on there, opening her up, and as a result, it's creating a whole bunch of somewhat even area instead of like that traditional Christmas tree look. And I mean, say what you will, but that's a pretty happy plant. I'm kind of impressed. Again, all things considered. I need to say that almost with a caveat with some air quotes. All things considered, because of the 2-week setback, this should be probably bigger than this. But I'm at least gonna get a frickin' result. I was like kind of bummed out when I was thinking I wasn't gonna get any result at all. And as you can see, it's definitely starting into the flower stage now. Just starting, but yep, looking good. And then we got this weird looking little thing. It's got like trichomes on the leaves and stuff. I don't know. I might get a couple ounces out of it. Who knows? Probably not much more than an ounce or something, but who knows? Who knows? And then look at old Stretchy Pants back here. This lady right here just did a big old shoot for the stars in the last week. Yeah, just growing all weird and tall like out of the blue. Just it was almost on par with height with this one, maybe a little taller than this one, but it just went whoop and definitely did a big old stretch here in the last week or so. But yeah, you can see the growth on that is looking pretty darn good. Again, considering would have been nice to have 4 plants that all looked like that. I'm looking at you, unstable genetics. Looking at you. I know. We got to look at me here too a little bit. It's part my fault at least. At least part my fault. I'm taking at least. I'm going to take 75% of the blame. I'm going to be real here. I'll take 75% of the blame, but 25% I'm slapping on this fucking brand new unstabilized genetic. It was bound to give me grief, and I fucked up a whole bunch. So, whatever. Is what it is, man. We're going to get something. That's the win right there. We're going to get something. Now, I guess I could really quickly have a peekaboo in here and take a look and see what's happening in here. Now, I know for a fact, because I just tested it this morning, the pH in here is about 5.9. It was just a little under 6. I almost thought about like trying to bring it up and leave it at a 6, but I think 5.9 is okay. I think we're going to be okay with that. Water temperature is in the low 70s. It's not good, but it's not bad. And I do have a pump that is in here. I don't have an air bubbler, but I do have a pump that's not attached to anything, so it'll recirculate the water. I have it set up to a timer, which has 2 off, 1 on, 2 off, 1 on, all the way around the dial, so that like every, I don't know what that equates to, probably about once an hour, it'll turn on for 15 minutes. and then turn off again, just so that it's not overheating, number one, and number two, just not running it constant, man. We just don't need it to be running all the time, but it is good to mix up the water. You don't want it to be stagnant either. So here we go. Let's use my trenching pen and see what it says. It says 400 even. It was about 450 the other day. Uh-oh. I don't have water in here right now. I will have to rinse that off thoroughly after the episode. By the way, if you don't know what this was a trenching pen from Blue Labs. These are really expensive. But you literally just dip it in water, swirl it around, and it'll tell you your exact ppm. It'll tell you your, what do we got on here? So we got ppm in 2 different ranges, and EC and CF. So it'll measure all that in one little go, and you don't have to fucking calibrate this thing, and I love it. It's a little bit dummy proof because it works really good. Anyway, 400 solid right now in here. We could probably push it up a little bit, but everything I've read online says to really not push unless you know your plants and you know what you're doing. Don't push it past around 550. 550 is probably a really good baseline if you're just unsure on how stable that genetic, or hungry, pardon me, how hungry that genetic is. Whereas some of them are a little more touchy and don't want that much. And then they go, ew, it's too much. And then they freaking get burnt and then they look like crap. And then you go, oh, you overfed them. Ha 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 ha. Well, it's easy to happen with autoflowers. Anyway, so I can definitely bump this up a little bit. The next couple of days here, I will be adding more ppm to that because I'm using this stuff right now. I'm using the Advanced Nutrients pH Perfect line. Yeah, pH Perfect line. And I'll be honest, it keeps the pH pretty friggin' stable, around 6. I put water in from my tap. I put in my frickin' stuff. I test the ppm. When it gets close to the range I'm after, I test the pH again. And it's usually right bang on, right around 6, or maybe at the worst about 6.5, maybe. Maybe I have to frickin' knock it down about a half a frickin' peg. But I do have some of that, and then I got a... where is it? Pardon me, I'm reaching here around there. And I also got a big old container of this stuff, the CalMag Sensi CalMag Extra. I've been feeding quite a bit more of this too because, let's be honest, if you know, you know, but cannabis is very, very, very calcium hungry. A little bit magnesium hungry, very calcium hungry. So I was watching this, I was doing this course thing with Emerald Harvest quite a while ago. And there was this like seminar thing. And they were talking about how plants do not know the difference when it comes to nutrient uptake between organic and inorganic. As long as the nutrients are balanced correctly, it just says, oh, calcium, magnesium, nitrogen. It just takes what it needs if it's there. It doesn't pick and choose and go, oh man, is that organic? I don't know. You know? Anyway, there's just, it doesn't make a difference in that retrospect. It was the whole reason they're preaching their product, because they can't get their product certified as organic, because it's sort of, organic certification is more of a frickin' social club than a thing. You got to pay into it, and you got to be just perfect for it to get into it. And one or two of the stabilizers that they use, it's like 90% organic and mineral based, but they got a couple of stabilizer things that make it inorganic qualification. And anyway, that was why they did this big seminar. Blah blah blah. Sorry, long story short, there was a discussion in a pie wheel. He was explaining about the different nutrient uptakes that a plant wants around mid-flower, he was saying, for example, or something like that. And the amount of calcium in that Pac-Man wheel was like a third. A third of the frickin' thing was just calcium. Maybe it was even more than that. Maybe it was 2/3, if I'm remembering. Maybe it was a reverse Pac-Man. But the amount of calcium compared to the other nutrients, macronutrients that a cannabis plant wants was phenomenal. Like if you really put it like mil per mil and looking at it on a chemical level, it wants an enormous amount of calcium, and then this little bit of magnesium to go with it, and then the other stuff, and then the trace elements and stuff. And it was just like, holy crap. I was like, is that right? And I asked a few people, and I looked around, and I did some research, and I mean, like, why are they going to lie to us? But that seemed to be correct. And I was just a little shocked to see it in such a large way, that it was really, really that hungry. It wanted that much calcium. People say, oh, I forgot the cow mag. Don't forget the cow mag. They really, really, really do need that stuff a lot. USDA organic. Yes, organic certification's ridiculous. I still say that Emerald Harvest is organic-ish. I put it into the sort of organic-ish or pseudo-organic, or what you would call bottled organic. It's all mineral-based and done as cleanly and organically as possible, but, you know, there's just a couple of things that don't make it organic. And this stuff here, I have no idea. This stuff might be pure chemical lab creation for all I know. I mean, if you tell me that any bottled nutrient isn't made in a laboratory, you're freaking ridiculous. It's all done in a laboratory somehow, whether they're compounding organic minerals or they're freaking synthesizing shit. They're still putting it together in a laboratory scenario if you got it in a bottle. True organic is not the same. There's like true organic, pseudo-organic, and then like synthetic, and those are pretty much your ranges. I've always sort of looked at it into three sort of separate compartments, you know. Somewhat true organic, where you're just using nature to nature itself back, bottled nature, and then like pure synthetic. Anyway, that's about all I got. I don't know what to say. It's growing good. That one is anyway. I do have some really good news as an update, though. All of the rest of the Yokan stuff showed up here from China. So I've got from China. I said it all weird. I apologize. But it all showed up. Thank goodness. Thank you, Yokan. I knew they wouldn't steer me wrong. It was just a mishap, a misunderstanding. They only give me one tracking number, and there was 3 tracking numbers. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It showed up about a week and a half later. We got it. And so that means that I'm going to be doing a video very soon doing a review on some of their brand new products. That's what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to check out some of their new dab products. They say, we see you're a big dabber. We offer lots of dab shit. Let's be friends, right? So here's the best part, though, is everything that I've got to test. I got 2 of them. So we're going to be doing a giveaway of everything that I test. And there's some cool stuff, man. There's one of those Puffco Peak copycats in there. There's another like weird dab jar thing that looks like a coffee cup. There's a hot knife, and there's a dry herb vaporizer thing that kind of looks like a pen or something. It's really small in comparison. So we'll be checking all that out soon. Oh, did I pull the cord? No, I didn't. I yanked on my microphone. Anyway, that's it. Hope you all had a good Christmas. Hope you all stayed warm and are well fed. I will be back on Sunday for Sunday session, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time as usual. Follow me on Twitch. I've been playing Skyrim lately. I've been replaying it, and I can't remember anything in that game, so it's like a brand new game again. And it's fucking been amazing. I've been having a lot of fun. Anyway, thank y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications because I'm mostly a live streamer. I'm hearing something outside the door. I think it's my cat. I'm going to go. Have yourself a wonderful Friday night, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, everybody.